Hello and welcome back. This is the final, so the Dented final. Coming a little bit quicker than I thought we would. I have a weatherproof dome here, so weather's going to play no part in this game whatsoever. This is Khemri against Bretonnians. Should have been able to say that a bit quicker. I think I'm going to have a Windows window pop up because I wanted to get up the records of the two teams. Taking a bit long to load. So we've done this before. Right, so standing after 7 rounds. Here we go. So it's the team, Khemri. Lord Tarquin won season 3 with this team. They went 5-2-0 in the regular season. The 2 draws were the last 2 games. And then they beat they beat me in the semi-final. Bretonnians went 4-1-2. Only defeat was against Khemri. And Roughbeard won season 1 with a Elven Union team. So both have won this title before. And this team, the Khemri team, has won it. Specifically, that team has. So we'll see what we've got. 4 undeviled linemen on the bench. 3 more linemen. Bretonnians are kicking, so weather no effects. Right, before Team Guardians start hitting people, we'll have a look. So we've got 3 linemen. So 2 guard linemen, 1 with strength 4 and block. And then the 4 blockers, 2 guards, 1 at each end there. That one's unlevelled and has a movement penalty. And we've got a strip ball guy there, so strip ball and wrestle pair quite nicely together. Another strip ball on this blitzer. Also has tackle and dodge. We've got a movement 8, sprint dodge blitzer, a dodge mighty blow blitzer, and a dodge diving tackle blitzer. And that is them. So blitzers obviously the most important players, the most effective ones, and the ones who'll probably do most of the work really for the Bretonnians. So main highlight of the let's lose some starting skills because it's getting a bit cluttered already. Main highlight of Khemri, Tomb Guardians. So we've got an unlevelled one over on this wing. Potentially going to be blitzing. Looks like that's the case. So that's that one there. We've got a Mighty Blow on here who looks like it's about to set the first block. We've got Guard on Mighty Blow with movement 3. And this one is the big hitter. This has got the most casualties in the league. Mighty Blow piling on, Guard and Strength 6. A couple of skeletons on the line of skirmish here. So there's a guard one and a block one with movement 4. So the guard's they're not getting any use out of the guard there. But I don't know if they want to, hit this lineman and go and put the guard in somewhere else. Another lineman over here who's wrestle and tackle. With some of these blitzers having dodge, if not all of them. Is it all of them? Yeah, all 4 of those blitzers have dodge. So they've got something for tackle to do. Then the 2 blitzers here, this one also has tackle. So Frenzy, Mighty Blow and tackle. So they've got both their tackle players together. This guy is Mighty Blow and Frenzy. 2 throwers. We have got, Fend, Leader and Hail Mary Pass. We've seen this team use Hail Mary Pass a bit this season. And this one has Block and Nurse of Steel. So, rather long run through. Okay, they did make that 3 dice. The guard did do that, but he could have done that without using the guard. That's sort of the point I was making. He could have just beamed that assist. Okay, first removal, so 3 blocks down. We had a pushback, a stun, and a knockout. And the way this, okay, so guard's gone in there, which means they can blitz with Frenzy. And that is a knockdown. Does mean this guy can get hit. Yeah, because this guard is not armor broken. I guess he can stand up and then this blitzer can hit this guard skeleton. Leave the Frenzy guy pinned. 2, 4, 6, so I can get over there. left on here. Was it the strength 4? Oh, the strength 4 one. The good lineman is the one who was taken out. Left a hit on here. Bretonnians can be making use of Dauntless, so this is the 3+ roll to get 2 dice on this Tomb Guardian, and this one that I just said, he stands up and you've got 2 dice on that guard. So Khemri have left some hits on. Blitz is going there. I'm hitting the frenzy guy, so we're going to try and hit both of those players who've gone forward on the right there. Might be not doing anything at all to help with that. It's 2 knockdowns from 2 blocks. No armor breaks. I'm sure they'll be taking this block next. And then they have the Dauntless 2 dice. Dauntless didn't fire, so they've gone red dice, and that gets a pushback. They wanted to, could have followed up there and taken 1 dice with that guy. Don't know if they necessarily got a 1 lead, but it was an option. These 2 players could both have been assisting. So this frenzy guy's not doing anything. We might see this. Actually, it's going to be a Tomb Guardian blitz here, isn't it? All I know about this is the final score. I've got some 3 dice blocks. Yeah, this is strength 6 guys. This is 3 dice. Yeah, looking for value out of all those kill skills that's stacked up. Not piling on. Looks like they're going to engage over here. But they're bobbing that strength 5 in there. It's going to make this difficult to do much with. Treating with the ball. This is the one with Hail Mary pass. And the way we've seen them use it is have a player or 2 up here. Make sure no one else is standing. They just chuck the ball up there and go pick it up next time. It tends to be how they've used it. There's a knockout, so I think that's 10 plays 10 now. Had a knockout each. Stepping forwards means they're going to be able to hit this one. Look at that, so that's 2 players down. And another knockout too, so that's one of those blitzers, the more dangerous one with tackle. Dodge there, and this is, yeah, pressure on the ball. Which kind of might panic him into a Hail Mary pass earlier than they'd like. Got 1 dice here, but that's come off, gets the guard out of the way. They could go 1 dice as well. Again, so that's on the blitzer. Had 1 dice there if they wanted it, but I didn't take it on. That was a 1 in 9 for a Tomb Guardian. This is going to be the blitz, but I'd imagine because the ball's just not at all safe at the moment. I sort of feel like that's got to be the first. Oh, it's movement 3. Oh, he's going that way, so just leaving this guy alone. I thought at least mark him as perhaps with this blitzer. It seems a bit desperate to chuck these forward and Hail Mary pass over there. Well, maybe it's just going to be a big throw. It's just a big throw. These throwers have a habit of just hitting the 6s when they need to. How about that? Okay. So needed a 6, rolled it. Needed a 4, rolled a 5. And other catcher is on the ball. They can get 2 dice on there. So got that assist in. This is the guy with strip ball. Oh no, it's against sure hands, so So really, this is the better bet. This mighty blow fella. Have a scoring threat in place. Rerolling that and get some down. So that's ball on the floor. And the sure hands who's forward is stunned. Goes in and picks that up. It's fairly safe there. That protects, yeah, good protection from the Bretonnians. They're doing really well there. Yeah, I think if we go back a turn where the Khemri had, it was a couple of go for it's, but they had a blitz on this guy, and it was a good pass, but it just wasn't safe. Not that way. That's the first casualty we've seen. Mistakes gain for that guard lineman. They've taken that. Another injury there. Okay, so the other thing I did know about this game is there were a lot of injuries in it, and that's a badly hurt for one of the blockers. So very suddenly, it's up there, down to 8 players, Bretonnians. It's 9 plays 8 though. Get a marker in here. Still just keeping that one up. Oh, that was red dice and took a skull. Yeah, is it both tackle players who were knocked out? Yeah, both in one turn. So they were quite important for hitting blitzers. We are going to see a pass or handoff. There's a handoff. This looks quite risky. Okay, made that dodge. I thought we might have seen if... I think this guy could have got there, and I think that would have been a bit more screaming for the ball carrier, rather than relying on making sure that dodge came off. It's worked fine anyway. Could try a Tomb Guardian dodge, no. Like we talked about earlier on today with the Saurus ones, that's 5+ dodge for 2 dice on the ball. What's up there? Two rerolls left for Khemri. Somebody else to go for it as well. So he's marked, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It is a 3. They've got the 3+ dodge away if they need it. Down that thrower, and yeah, dodge away. Really, because Khemri just don't want to be dodging. Oh, this isn't sprint, is it? It's sure feet. Yeah, it's sure feet. He's got not sprint. With movement 8 and sure feet, you can kind of think of that as movement 10. And this looks like a good turnover of this drive. Away there. Yeah, the key weakness of the Khemri is speed, and the Bretonnians have made the most of that. Let's see, 4 plus dodge, 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you go for it, it's 4 plus and then 2 twos for 1 dice on the ball with 1 success. It's not amazing. Trying the dodge, so it's 4, 2, 2, and 1 dice for 1 success. Yeah, it was with the team reroll, that was a 15.5% play to get the ball down there, but kind of got to take it because you're going behind otherwise. Down to 2 rerolls. We may here hold on to this, I don't need to score this turn. And we're knockout there, yeah, starting to dominate the pitch a bit, Bretonnians here. What's that? Oh, it's up there. Picking up 1 dice. Yeah, it's looking very much like there. Oh no, I've run it in, okay. The Khemri aren't great at scoring in a hurry, so maybe didn't need to worry about that. All 3 knockouts back from the Khemri. Still got obviously 1 knockout back there. Bretonnians did have a bench of 4. So yeah, both teams got 11 players on. With scoring there, yeah, if they could have held on to turn 8, they wouldn't have taken these line of scrimmage hits, is the one thing to consider. This time the guard skeleton is using guard in 3 tackle zones and assisting all of them. They should be able to get some 3 dice blocks. Okay, because let's clear this a bit. Because they've blocked there first, and just got to push back. This guy can't be hit again. Something to think about when you're lining up line of scrimmage blocks is, can you push into an empty square where they can still be hit? So if they'd started with a Tomb Guardian in here, perhaps just swap these 2, make that your first one. It's 3 dice. You start with a pushback, it goes there, that Tomb Guardian can hit him. And you can do the same from there into that one, and maybe the skeleton can hit if you start with a push. And then the same there, although you're kind of running out of players there, but it's maybe good to push that way and... yeah, like push in both directions along the line. So, and even if you're knocking them down, if they're laying there, all they can do is either stand up and be hit again, or just stay there. Maybe dodge away, which is very risky. But by starting with that and being stuck with a push, this lineman is safe for the turn, unless you want to use your blitz there. And you probably want to use your blitz to hit one of these more valuable players. But it's a good way of getting more value out of your blocks. And they have done it, and they've got can have another go at this one on 3 dice from that Tomb Guardian. But they missed out that first one. That's a 3rd casualty. Niggling injury for that lineman. They're just taking that. Apothecaries for the blitzers, really, for the Bretonnian team. Yeah, and now this guy next turn, because they've pushed back there rather than away. Fend means you can't follow up and like control that space, but this lineman next turn, his options are a 4 plus dodge, stay laying down, or stand up and get hit by a Tomb Guardian again. Let's put the advances back on. That's into 1 dice. Oh, because of guard. Should maybe have been hitting the guard guy rather than the blitzer. So 2 dice into 2, but gets a single dice power. And I have got some players forwards because they need scoring threats in, which they do have. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, this throws in scoring range. this guy can do it and 2 go for it. This skeleton can't score. So Bretonnians need to shut down both of those. This skeleton also can't score. It's too slow, the blitz is too far back. If they're going to Hail Mary pass, they kind of need to do it this turn and failed to pick up with sure hands. So now relying on either a stupid long pass or a Hail Mary pass landing somewhere useful. And it'd have to be caught because they haven't got another turn after that to pick it up off the floor. But the best thing Bretonnian can do is hit this guy. If they knock him over, this is their only scoring threat, and he's marked and needs to go for it. So almost certainly 1-0 half time now. I think if you're going to push a flank like that and get players forward, you might need to sacrifice some of the hits you can make on the line of scrimmage, and have all of your quicker players on that flank ready to come round and screen, maybe protect this guy right over here. Maybe keep him 7 or 8 squares away from the end zone. Pretend to have another turn and this guy can score. So if this is another foul pickup, it's 75% to pick it up. They fire the 25. This guy's splits in for a push, get him off the ball, and then pick up on a 3. He needs to be marked at the very least, if not blitzed, because so go for it for that blitz. Blitzing that way, okay. What if there's a turnover comes out any time before this pickup attempt? Pickup is successful, okay. But now what? just holding it there, okay. Can't get any help, so it's 1 dice on the ball. But this guy doesn't have block, so that is 1 in 2 that he knocks him down. But taking some 2 dice blocks while they've got them, see if they can get any value. 3 dice here, and that is a blitzer down. Grab the knockout. I don't know what. Only a babe. I thought there might have been more in the way of inducements in this game. Okay, hasn't blitzed there. I thought that was well worth a shot. So that was sure he was within scoring range, so it was 1 dice with 3 successes and then a 3+ pickup to score. It was, yeah, so 1 in 3 to score, or like 60% with the reroll. You could have taken that on. You've got a guy in scoring range. You've got a coin toss to knock the player down and get the ball to the floor. I think I'd have done that. Well, I tried to anyway. So this Khemri coach tends to go with the no subtlety, come and get me kind of set up on the line of scrimmage. They are losing guard players here a bit. Let's got another one here. So another guard in there. Means this lineman's got 2 dice on this Toon Guardian. That's a 3+ roll to get for Dauntless to give 2 dice on that one. I think they'll struggle after that. I think the strength 6 one is a bit of an ask. Here's a quick snap. Sure there's much I can do with that. Slight bit of encroachment. down. The ball's pretty safe. Next 2 dice on that Tomb Guardian, who's down. Okay, puts in the thrower. He does not have block, the other thrower has block. Okay, Dauntless worked. Tomb Guardian's knocked down. There's 2 Tomb Guardians down. He'll run the Dauntless and gets there. Three Tomb Guardians down in a turn. So while it's difficult to start chipping those players away, any of those Tomb Guardians get removed from the pitch. Much harder drive for the Khemri to do anything with. And yeah, 3 of them were knocked over. Still got the big one who's just going to splat this guy, obviously. There we go, it's a knockout. I only needed 1 assist for 3 dice, so if this guy was going to stand up anyway, he could have just stood in there, given that 3rd dice for a bit more safety. 1 dice there. Did have a 2nd assist available, but looks like they want to move here. I think that's going to be their blitz. But this is 2 dice into 1. So if this skeleton was there and the blitz was from there, they'd have been able to push that way and get 2 dice into 2. Just got pushes anyway. And 1 dice there. Skull to push. So they've got, we've got 5 rerolls, and they've got four on the roster and then 1 leader. And fast guy, right down there with the ball. Sure feet pops right at the end there. And yeah, the Khemri overextended and completely outpaced. Really have their work cut out staying in the game now. Yeah, all pretty effectively screened off. No getting at that ball. A red dice double power. There we go. Right, can they do anything here? Because there is a bit of a tangle of players. I'm just wondering if they can push anyone anywhere useful. Doesn't really look like it. That's just a movement 3-1. That's not that helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that makes a box. Somewhere in there. They can't really fill that space. I think that's the problem. I think I was looking at. I just have to blitz in there. The other frenzy guy. He's way over here, so that's not going to work. Yeah, it's just looking at if you can blitz him there and push into there, but that space would have to be filled. And he only gets there. It's a strip ball skeleton. Yeah, it's not on anyway. I can surf this London though, although I can't because of Fend. So we'll get the second the second block or the follow up from this guy. Hold on for an injury. Okay. not so badly hurt. So did use Mighty Blow on the armour, but rerolled that 6 into a 10. This guy's getting hit, but that's going to be 2 dice into 1. Need the second block anyway. Another injury, so quite thick and fast now. That's a broken armour. Back on the bench. So Apothecary's now gone. 2 dice there. Lineman's just stunned. And this thrower is free somewhere. This looks like 2-0. I think the Khemri are sort of far enough back now that this is just a touchdown. Yeah, I don't think there's really any keeping that safe for another turn. They can take the chance to make some knockout rolls, see if they get anyone back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do have 4 injured. This one knocked out, yeah, I do get them back. And they are down players now, I think, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, still 11. At deep bench, yeah, they had 4 unlevel peasants at the beginning, 4 injuries. Nothing in any of these boxes for the Khemri. I did have a few knockouts in the first half, but they all came back at half time. Or just before when the touchdown was, I don't remember which. But that is 6 turns for Khemri to score 2 touchdowns, and if they can score in 2, which is a tall order of Khemri, they'll then have 4 turns to turn over and score again. So Bretonnians is running away with it at the moment. Made some good anti-frenzy. We'll have a look at that. Good defence on the wings from frenzy. Which is worth highlighting. None of these players are in danger of being surfed from frenzy because this guy can only push 2 squares, which is 1, 2. So he can't be put off the pitch. You can't get anywhere to blitz this one to push him off the pitch because it'd have to be one of these squares to do that. So setting up with that sort of staggering the line at the end, it makes this front one more vulnerable to a blitz in the first place, but not from frenzy. Yeah, so that's why people do that. Probably not really worth it. It's stronger to have the 2 players there if you're not facing frenzy, but if you are, much better to have that protection. So it's now a knockout, back down to 10 players. That's just a push. Putting him in there, and this will be 2 dice into 2 because that guard will make this second block. Has an assist. Ooh, and that is okay. So brave Sir Robin did not only run away, he died. Off he goes. Apothecary gone as well, so that's a blocker down. But this team's last game, like we were saying earlier with the undead and lizard men, and so that was a blocker with guard. And another fell back up there. Without much width here, I think we're going to see these 2 players straight in the ball. One of them at least, and then this one just trying to hold off that blitzer. They've got a pushback. They see the fast guy go around that way too. Blitzer. This one's going to go for the ball or just stand on it. Yeah, that's going to cause problems. So I think the Khemri's best bet here is alright, so they might want the star player points, but yeah, that's a good example of when you might want to have tackle on manual selection, so you can choose not to use it. Then the opponent's got to choose: do I want to be pushed back or knocked down? And if they want to be pushed back, you put them there, and then you surf them with this guy. Just one of the reasons people will have tackle on manual. And they'll always get the choice, obviously, of whether or not they use dodge, but if you want to make sure you can push them off the pitch, you don't want tackle just automatically kicking in and denying you that choice. Now I think the blitz here should have been somewhere they could push onto the ball, because I don't think they're picking this ball up with any tackle zones on. It's already bad enough for them. I think that being the blitz, that guy onto there, bobbled the ball, I don't think it could have got worse than it was. There's another removal there though. So maybe trying to lean into the approach of, well, if there are no Bretonnians, they can't pick them all up, but I don't know. Going for the 5+ pickup with sure hands didn't work, but has 2 Khemri tackle zones on the ball. Now, they can't really make a box because the ball's in the way, so we'd be looking at, yeah, they don't have the players to fill in those squares and then blitz from there to push the Tomb Guardian away. So yeah, nothing you can do with change pushing there, I don't think. Maybe try and bobble the ball. No, he's just going for... Ooh, that's quite a big player to be dying that thrower. Looks like they've regen though. Yeah, it's a regen. That's a 4+ pickup. Try a team reroll at this. Doesn't look like the game's going to overtime, so I'm not really to worry about that. But felt that. So I did find that 25% to not pick up on 4 with a reroll. But that's 3 Bretonnian tackle zones on the ball now. So here they have to scatter the ball, I think. Right, slightly better, but get someone at the ball at some point. Another injury. It's a broken strength one. So yeah, he's getting battered, these Bretonnians. Right, that's, this guy's got to go for the ball surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can get there for 5+ pickup. Forward stunned. Tomb Guardian scoring threat. Going forwards, I don't know who's getting the ball, if not this guy. And those players should maybe have been the other way round. The skeleton forward to be a danger, and then sure hands are going for the ball. Don't this fail, take the red dice and gets the pushback. Nice, it's a 3+ pickup to pretty much make it 3-0. So that's dodge away from tackle. And tackle comes on there for that knockout. Our Splitzer's levelled again. If he survives, of course. That's an injury. That is a niggling injury for that one. That's a shame. But yeah, so many casualties, this Team Guardian. What's in there? Yeah, and that's what's happening there. So 3-0. Quite an unexpected result. I think, yeah, the Bretonnians were probably definitely considered underdogs, and have done really well. Done really well to come over that, even with this 7 in dead and injured. Hardly any players on the pitch, and they're just outrunning the Khemri, like definitely identifying the imbalance in pace as something they can exploit, and have done it really well. Not playing the Khemri at their own game and trying to grind them down, but just outrunning them. And yeah, two turns for the Khemri, and this deeper defence. There's no getting through that. And protecting some of these more valuable players too. Right. Nothing on the weather. Another casualty? No. I've seen many double skulls pop up in this game. That's just a stun. And just some going on there. Could again have had one more assist for 3 dice, but got it anyway. Got the casualty even, so badly hurt. Gonna look for a turn 16 blitz from somebody. I guess maybe a pass. 2, 4, 6, 7. So this one's in scoring range. Ooh, late game foul. Seems a bit unnecessary. Got a lot of point in that, but there we go. Leaves 5 Bretonnians on the pitch, and 2, 4, 6. Yeah, Blitz needs to be at least there. Yeah, he's got him there. They're just going to go for Hail Mary pass this turn. Nope. Another foul pick up with sure hands. Third of those we've seen. So you can get the ball down the end of the pitch and then pick it up next turn. And he gets a knockdown, leaves 1 scoring threat. Again, just goes standing his way. Is a surf danger here. I think if these players were the other way around, you could have used fends to prevent the surf here. Took the pow anyway. Gets a knockout. Just going into the end zone. Yeah, just right in. It'd be quite an incredible pass if that makes it. We're going to see a Tomb Guardian foul. I think we are going to see a Tomb Guardian foul. I've never seen this animation. Okay, not that exciting. It gets the ball this turn. Can't get in far enough up the pitch to make the pass. He's going to have to Hail Mary pass it. And that's pretty close, but landed one square away from the target. There we go. 3-0 finish. Quest for the Holy Grail. Very good win in that final. Played really well. So well done, Mr. Roughbeard, for your second title in 4 seasons. MVP, that's unfortunate. Dead MVP. That's a pretty good one. Although these teams are basically done competitively. Massively out blocking, and yeah, 9 casualties to 1 is the result of that. Loads of mighty blow in the team will help that too. Yeah, I mean, loads of start player points. Yeah, looking at this, it doesn't look like a 3-0 win for this team, but that is where they went. Is that two touchdowns and a casualty there? Touchdown and the MVP. Not that many dice being rolled at all. And fairly evenly spread for both teams. Loads of these goals I think were probably coming up with, yeah, just turning up in 2 and 3 dice blocks, so they didn't matter. I think there one double there. Yeah, 2 of them there with a push. That's a Tomb Guardian, so that was effectively double skulls. So loads of skulls turning up, but only 3 of them actually really had an effect on the game. And yeah, far fewer block dice, and not that pretty good for them actually. They got some quite good block dice, but that wasn't why they won. They won because they took advantage of something that no one else has managed in 2 seasons. Took advantage of the slow speed of the Khemri to do better with that. That closes out the season. Basically, we're done. There's talk of season 5 where we're planning to do it with fresh teams. I don't know for sure if everyone's coming back. We've not really talked about it in detail yet. But yeah, it will be here if there's more. But these teams are all done. I had this Underworld experiment, which ended up being more frustrating than anything else. If you get some useful goblins, they can be quite fun, and a couple of them were quite useful. I think this was my favourite goblin. Like from very early on, I wanted Big Hand to pair with Stunty because I thought they'd be really useful, and it was. But the Blitzers are the key players on the Underworld team. Is what I discovered, and kind of knew anyway. But yeah, they're great players, and I was pleased they both survived both seasons. But yeah, there we go. That team finished 5th and 4th, but was largely frustrating. So many games just left without players to do much, and that's Underworld. Anyway, that was our season 4. Thanks for watching along and for playing along. Those who did, we'll be back with more later in the year. I don't know, it might be like December, January, something, but there'll be another season.